stuck here. The cops won't bother me. Yeah, guys, I sold the Honda Shadow. You know, I felt really bad about selling it, but you know, we are living in a coronavirus land, and people are needing money, and especially me. And I would love to have like just a pile of bikes, but I usually sell them if I can make a profit. Everything I have is always for sale. And this bike, you know, I put it up for sale as soon as I got it. It's kind of like a habit that I have. If somebody wants to offer me more money, you know, I'll sell it. But the thing is, I like this bike. It's a very difficult bike to sell because it does everything I like currently. It's not the type of bike I'd get for commuting though. But the thing is, I'm not really commuting. And also, if you're the type of guy that lives in the city or in a place that's not very safe, you don't want to be riding this bike. You know, it's a very easy bike to steal. But the Honda Shadow, it was such a nice bike, and I sorted it out really well. And it made a lot of sense to keep it. You know, I had a shaft drive. I just put the handlebars on there. I think the reason I sold it is because I've never been a fan of the cruiser sort of bike. And if I'm going to be cruising, I would rather ride a scooter. You know, I like the scooter life. I've been looking at scooters. I like all sorts of scooters too. I like all sorts of scooters. So for me, it's kind of one of these things that I would rather just use my money to get like a 50cc scooter. It makes a whole lot more sense. Also, at one point I used to own a Yamaha T-Max, and I really like that. So I'm kind of going after the bigger scooters, but I'm also looking at some 50cc's. So that's the reason I sold the Shadow. Because if I'm gonna get like a cruiser type of bike, I would rather get something that was a little bit better for my style of riding. It's either I go hardcore with a sport bike or an adventure bike, or I go with a scooter. But the cruiser, I just don't like the aesthetic too much. And I know that's mostly just in my head. But I think the handlebars really helped out that Honda Shadow. I felt like it made it much more maneuverable. But after riding the 650, you know, this is more my type of bike. I think I do like the big adventure bikes. It's just, after the V-Strom suited me so well that I never really got around to getting something else. But I'm always open. You know, I think the big scooters are good. The Honda Silverwing, the Bergman, the T-Max. I think even the Reflex, you know, the Honda Reflex, that's a little bit cheaper, and that's a 250. And it makes a good commuter, but the thing is, I'm not really commuting. You know, what's the point of buying a commuter if you're not commuting? I would rather, you know, get something exciting. I was thinking about getting an FZ09, but right now in the summer, it's kind of hard to find a good deal. For me, it's all about finding a nice deal. I'm currently looking at a Metropolitan. The guy wants $1,000. $1,000 is a lot. I don't know. I think I'd rather get something cheaper. I bought my FJR 1300 for $1,000. Oh, excuse me. I bought it for $1,000, so you can get a lot of bike. I should have waited a little bit more to sell it because now the prices have climbed up. You would think that the coronavirus would stop people, but it didn't. It made people want to go buy bicycles and dirt bikes and motorcycles and cruisers. But I do want to take this bike out on a long ride and really learn to ride it. I don't feel like I've done that. That guy doesn't even wave, you know. I'm I'm actually in the right of way, asshole. I have no idea what real estate is inside a marine base. I kind of feel that, look at this. The Mustang actually went pretty good around that corner. But I think he was expecting me. Battery works. Let me see. Yep. Look at that. Blinkers work. Beautiful. Yeah, this bike is a beaut. It really is. It's one of these bikes that makes a whole lot of sense for people. And it's historic. And it's like so svelte, so thin. I'm really enjoying this bike. This is perhaps one of the most memorable bikes that I've had. It really is. It's one of these bikes that it just feels very timeless. You know, it doesn't feel like it's an old bike. I think maybe people who don't know about these kind of feel that it's an old bike, but it's a really fantastic bike, man. I think people should be more into these, but oh yeah, let me turn this off. It does get pretty hot. So I did install like a little temperature gauge over here. Alright, Squid, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.